Hi, my name is Nushaira Samad. Now I will present the question number 1, which is Introduction to the Community Chosen. Now I will present about historic significance. Georgetown have established over 500 years of its history and cultural context. The towns have distinct multicultural legacy, both tangible and invisible, owing to Asian and European influences. From the end of the 18th century to the present, the British era is depicted in Georgetown, which contains both residential and commercial constructions. Now we move to educational value. The festivities provide an opportunity to learn about the chronicle the city's intangible cultural assets, such as ceremonies, traditional games, and cuisine. Now we move to artistic appeal. Regeneration efforts such as Hind Bus Depot have transformed the derelict locations into bustling artistic hubs and marketplace since the early 2000s. Finally, we move to uniqueness. The guide details 633 various traditional trades and activities in the Georgetown World Heritage Site, including antique, craft and souvenir, fine art, graphic manufacturing, recycling, tailoring, woodwork, and wood carving, and many others. Aside from that, Muslim heritage in Georgetown from 2013 till now incorporated as Georgetown Heritage. The Muslim heritage of Georgetown is celebrated in the city's various structures, events, and associations. In Southeast Asia, Muslim diasporas established in port cities around the Malacca Strait, such as Penang, Malacca, Singapore, Aceh, and East Sumatra. Thank you.
Good day, Doctor. I'm Ong Chu Yun with matrix number 285275. I would like to present question 2 about the explanations of the rules and the functions of the event to the community. Firstly, the Georgetown Heritage Celebrations creates the opportunity to teach the next generations about the ethic and the principles. This is because it brings the message of the tolerance, love, and understanding with each other throughout all the activities, especially in this multicultural country. For example, the theme in 2013 is Color Cultural Traditions, which portrays the dynamic multicultural ethics and traditional heritage in the Georgetown. The organizers features the cultural performance to the all active attendees to raise the awareness of the next generation to preserve them and inherit in the future. Besides that, improvement of the connections between the people is one of the rules of the Georgetown Heritage Celebration. It gathers the people involved in the activities and help them to cooperate and communicate with each other. The theme in the 2011 is Tolerance of the Culture, which features the multicultural performance by the local community opens house in the province and the private heritage buildings, which opens the opportunity for the visitors and the local community to communicate and exchange their ideas among themselves. Therefore, the local community can share their experience regardless of the race to the visitor, especially for the experience of their ethnic. Firstly, the Georgetown Heritage Celebrations creates the opportunity to teach the next generations about the ethic and the principles. This is because it brings the message of the tolerance, love, and understanding with each other throughout all the activities, especially in this multicultural country. For example, the theme in 2013 is Color Cultural Traditions, which portrays the dynamic multicultural ethics and traditional heritage in the Georgetown. The organizers features the cultural performance to the all active attendees to raise the awareness of the next generation to preserve them and inherit in the future. Besides that, improvement of the connections between the people is one of the rules of the Georgetown Heritage Celebration. It gathers the people involved in the activities and help them to cooperate and communicate with each other. The theme in the 2011 is Tolerance of the Culture, which features the multicultural performance by the local community opens house in the province and the private heritage buildings, which opens the opportunity for the visitors and the local community to communicate and exchange their ideas among themselves. Therefore, the local community can share their experience regardless of the race to the visitor, especially for the experience of their ethnic.
Hello, my name is Aino Zulaika. My metric number is 281711, and I will continue with social issue and potential barrier and propose possible strategy to overcome the issue and barrier. So the first social issue and potential barrier here is poverty. Penang is as we know, Penang is a very fast and growing and developing country. However, there is also the problem of poverty that occur in this community. The increases in homelessness in Georgetown is also increasing and causing poverty in the community to occur. Poverty still occur in some economical and socially disadvantaged area in this Georgetown, particularly among daily wage employee, contract workers, single parent, orang asli and also handicapped people. Racism and conflict. Social barrier can be created through blatant antagonism between group or community. As we know, Malaysia is multiracial country. Yet there's still a lot of racism happen in Georgetown. The issue of racism in the state is on the rise among communities. There are various racial and cultural issues going on in the country. Not only that, but this problem also happen a lot in Penang because there are various customs. All this can be the root cause of the problem of racism. The last social issue is fear. One of the social barriers is fear, which discourages people from associating with those who are seen to be different from them because people do not have the necessary vocabulary to communicate. These disparities produce difficulty. This fear problem occurs when this community are afraid to mix and mingle because of religious, customary, and culture different. This because they feel different and they are afraid to get to know each other and close to each other.
Good day to Sir Khairudin and Yo Rongden. Matrix number 278113. We'll continue for question number 4, which will contain 3 benefits and 2 social effects upon the host community if the celebration are to be continued. First benefit is could bring an increase in tourism and the economic rate. The development of the city-state and its residents could be well promoted if there are quite many outsiders coming and spending when visiting Georgetown for attending the celebrations. Next is the community could search for sponsorship that is able to provide funds for restoring the heritage buildings. The benefit will be shown on helping the heritage to maintain for a more longer time if well protected by somebody. The following benefit is spreading of the heritage and traditional things information could be completed through the power of crowd. The audience will obtain a chance to absorb different knowledge related to each ethic by scrolling posting through social media. Whereas for part of social effect, the awareness of public or the audiences paying attention to protect or inherit the heritage could be aroused if just now persists in organizing the celebrations, positive effect that could reduce the possibility of heritage and tradition being disappeared. Whereas there is still negative effect happening on the community, which is the raising of crime cases on the event side. It had influenced not only the audience, but also the community safety if the organizer only leave the audience without adding the number of security guards.
Good morning, doctor. My name is Kitty, number metric 287221. I will continue with presentation number 5, which is identity possible community participation and engagement in this event. Is insight and suggestion to increase community engagement in this event in future. First, I will present the possibility of community participation in this event. The possibility of community participation event is local people, foreigners, and school to let more people understand our traditional culture in Malaysia. Next, the impact of the community engagement in this event. This event can bring impact to the modern young. Today, young children are growing up with electronic products. The young become person who expect to hide the legacy in the future. But for them, traditional and national things are really vague and distant. Once they feel boring, they will have a scene of rejection. For them, traditional culture is outdated. This event can give impact to change their mind. Furthermore, this impact can bring increasing the relationship between family and children because the event provides many types of activity. Disable parents to develop a bond with her children with participants together. Suggestion to increase community engagement in this event. Suggestion number 1 is make all the traditional culture that want to convert in a way that is easy to understand. Second is hire famous people to endorse the event. Thirdly is develop this event in more places. Last, use social platform to promote the event so that let many people know our event. Thank you.